Protect your privacy online with the best VPN for gaming, ExpressVPN, and visit expressvpn.com/GhillieMaster, linked in the description, to find out how you can get 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome to part 9 of my Cayo Perico Heist Master Guide. This is going to be the final part of the series. Unless something drastically changes with the heist that requires me to make a brand new guide, this should wrap up the series. And today I'm going to be walking you guys through the other finale strategy, which is entering through the drainage tunnel and grabbing the secondary targets afterwards. Now, the heist that we're going through today is not your ideal example, but it does a good job of showcasing that you don't need the perfect setup every time to get the elite challenge. We essentially are going to be visiting 3 different loot spots after exiting the compound, and collecting loot that is not cocaine because we didn't get any at the main dock to spawn in. Sometimes that will happen. You might be confused as to why we're taking the long fin to the drainage tunnel instead of the Kasatka, and that's really just because the long fin setup is much less of a hassle compared to the Kasatka prep, and since it's a really fast boat, as long as you have breathers on you, which you really always should, it's really not going to take you that much longer to get to the drainage tunnel, because for the Kasatka entrance you still have to swim a bit in a scuba suit to get to the grate.
Once you're inside the compound, I will be able to see you on CCTV. Alright, see you in maintenance room.
And for cutting through the grate, I find the best way to do it is not to go one by one, but to just slide it back and forth across each side. It takes only a few times until all of the slots turn orange on one side, and then you just keep repeating that.
Sewers in my hometown. It was there I first decided to join the Navy. Perhaps it will have the same effect on you. We will see. Off you go.
Once you're inside, the route you take is extremely easy. You want to turn around and head up the stairs to the right here, then immediately take a right and head straight. Of course, making sure to avoid the 2 guards standing next to each other. Then after you run up those few stairs, it's business as usual. You want to take out this guy with a headshot though through the railing here. If you run too far, he will spot you, so I just like taking him out through the railing here. Fortunately for me, the first guy I killed dropped the keys, so instead of heading up the stairs in the main building, which I would do if I didn't get the key drop, we're just going to turn around and jump over a couple of railings to enter through the gates.
Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards, they know their soldiers and they will know you are not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
The reason this way is much easier is because you only have to do a 2 fingerprint hack instead of the usual 4 fingerprint hack for the elevator, but it is going to make our exit path a little different because we still are going to visit the office for the cash in the safe.
We follow the usual plan. Cycle through the partial prints to match the target print, and the tool will do the rest. You have cracked it? The vault must be close.
Just like we talked about in the last episode, it's 3.5 bars of heat until you cut through the glass. Unfortunately, we also had the tequila for this heist, so the take is a bit less than ideal. Now, here you have two options. If you're confident in your hacking abilities, you can do the 4-fingerprint hack at the elevator to get inside the office that way, which will take you on average 45 seconds if you're competent at it. That's how long it takes me to complete the hack on average anyways, and I would say I'm pretty good at it. Or you can exit the same way you came in, which requires no hacks whatsoever, just a lot of running, and then you can enter the office by going up the stairs. We're going to choose the second option this time around.
You know, there is something about coming all this way to steal a bottle of booze, which speaks to me on a very deep level.
If you do choose this method, you're most likely going to have to wait for the Juggernaut to pass, but once he does walk forward enough for you to run out without getting spotted, just give him a nice smack to the back of the head and he'll go down.
It looks like they have sealed off the drainage pipe you used to get in here. You will have to find another way out.
From there, we just run upstairs and get the safe cash, taking down the personal bodyguards along the way.
Extra guards just arrived. Be careful. Remember, there is always time for some last-minute shopping before takeoff. Always worth looking in the safe.
Our exit to the compound is going to be no different here. We just jump over this ledge and run straight for the front entrance. This time around though, just stick to the right side just to avoid the guard spotting you. Just hug the wall as much as you can. Also, even if the guy spots you after you initiate the exit by pressing right on the D-pad, it's not going to matter anyways. The game will act as if you weren't spotted. Upon exiting the compound, we're still going to take this guy's bike and use it as our main source of transportation.
Perfect. We are out of the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they have no idea they've...
For this approach of the finale, I highly recommend the Conspirator loadout that comes with the military rifle, the Pistol 50, and most importantly, sticky bombs. We're going to head over to El Rubio's helicopter and place 2 sticky bombs on it, but do not detonate them. Detonating is for later.
They've been hit. Now get off that island. Your extraction point is at the main docks on your radar now.
Since you don't have a disguise, you will be immediately spotted if you do not take out these guards. The first one you can shoot from the bike with your pistol. However, the other two, since I'm in free aim, I decided to play it safe and just get off my bike to double smack them.
It seems Mr. Rubio has woken up into his nightmare all over again.
The camera also has to go. Our first stop is the fields, where we'll grab 1 pile of weed.
Uh-oh. By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out.
I park towards the back side of the shack and smack one guy to allow me to safely loot the place. El Rubio's helicopter is getting very close to us, so now is the perfect time to blow up the sticky bombs that we placed earlier, and this will disable his helicopter, giving you a much easier time to loot your secondary targets. I mean, if we didn't do this, we would have been dead for sure.
I remember I once ran mission at nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized
Outside of this shack, there are 2 guards that are a nuisance, so we're going to take them out like so.
You need to run fast. Act right.
And now we head to our next objective, the main dock. We're once again coming up from the back side of the shack, since this guard back here needs to get taken out or he will spot you. We then run around these buildings to reach the other guard and eliminate him as well before looting the place. Now we just have one more place to stop, which is located in the middle of the main docks. Instead of taking the road and having to deal with all those guards, we're just going to take the shortcut through the water. As long as you are going fast enough, your bike will survive. We pull up to this guard, which happened to have Quick Draw Pro equipped because he got a shot off before we could even finish turning the corner, but we did lug out because the alarm wasn't triggered. This guy was also alerted by the gunshot, but again, his shots did not alert the guards somehow, so we managed to silence him and then we safely looted the place. In hindsight, I didn't even need to go to the previous loot location, as there's enough loot to fill my bag right here in this location, but it will make a little difference in the end regardless. The final 2 guards you have to deal with are on the docks here. If you line up a headshot, you can just fire a couple of bullets in rapid succession to take them out with ease.
They have their attack boats mobilized along the coast.
Now the only thing left to do is just take the boat and escape. There is another guard that you could take out, but at this point, getting spotted is not going to matter. As long as you head straight towards the ocean, the helicopter that follows you will not be able to hit you.
Uh-oh. By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out. Capitan, I do not want to worry, but there is something out there. Long-range scanners are picking up something big. On the surface, from movement patterns, I would say it is... Never mind. It is an old friend of mine.
But that's going to complete the drainage tunnel approach, and as you'll soon see, we managed to get a lead challenge with a completion time of just 11 minutes. Still had 4 minutes to spare even with our less than ideal situation of going to 3 different loot locations. If you had gotten 2 cocaine in one spot, it would have been so much easier, but this just goes to show you that you could still get a lead challenge even without that kind of perfect situation. Anyways, that's going to wrap up the Cayo Perico Heist Master Guide. I hope this series was able to help some of you with this heist. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if there's anything that changes with the heist that is worthy of another video, I will let you guys know. And I also have all of my Master Guide parts in a playlist if you missed any other episodes along the way. If you enjoyed or did find this helpful, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. Huge thank you to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can add these to the join button, or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.